China's youth unemployment crisis has become a significant challenge for the nation, exacerbated by a slowing economy and structural issues. Despite being highly educated and skilled, many young people in China find themselves unable to secure stable jobs. This problem has led to financial strain and social anxiety, with some struggling even to meet basic needs like food. Rising costs of living in urban areas, combined with limited job opportunities, are forcing many to make difficult choices about their daily expenses. The problem is rooted in China's shifting economic landscape. Over the past few decades, the country experienced rapid industrialization and urbanization, which created abundant jobs in manufacturing and construction. However, as the economy transitions to a service and technology-driven model, the demand for traditional blue-collar labor has declined. At the same time, an oversupply of college graduates has led to fierce competition for white-collar jobs. This mismatch between skills and job opportunities has left many young people unemployed or underemployed. For some young people, unemployment has meant moving back in with their families in rural areas, where resources are often limited. In extreme cases, the lack of income has made it difficult to afford even basic necessities, including food. Social media platforms in China have highlighted stories of youth struggling to make ends meet, with some resorting to eating instant noodles for weeks on end or skipping meals altogether to save money. These stories resonate with many, revealing the deep economic struggles faced by a growing segment of the population. China's government has acknowledged the problem and introduced measures to address it. Policies aimed at stimulating the economy, such as investments in infrastructure and incentives for startups, are intended to create new job opportunities. Additionally, the government has encouraged young people to consider jobs in rural areas or sectors like agriculture, which are less competitive but still essential for the country's development. However, these efforts have been met with mixed reactions, as many youth view such jobs as undesirable compared to opportunities in urban areas. The broader cultural context adds another layer of complexity to the issue. In Chinese society, success is often measured by academic achievements and professional status, putting immense pressure on young people to secure prestigious jobs. When they fail to meet these expectations, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy and shame. This has contributed to the rise of the lying flat movement, where some youth choose to reject societal pressures and adopt minimalist lifestyles, even if it means living with limited resources. Firstly, thank you for watching, and don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, and notification bell for more global finance uncovered, as we continue to work hard and around the clock to always deliver and improve on our content for you. We would greatly appreciate your additional support by you clicking the like button, notification bell, and subscribe button and joining our channel's growth.
Rising food prices have further compounded the issue. Inflation in China has driven up the cost of staples like rice, vegetables, and meat, making it harder for low-income families and unemployed youth to afford nutritious meals. While some rely on support from their parents or government subsidies, others turn to community initiatives or food banks to get by. These solutions, however, are not always accessible or sustainable, leaving many in precarious situations. The struggles of China's youth have broader implications for the nation's future. A generation that feels disillusioned and unsupported could lead to long-term social and economic challenges, including reduced consumer spending and innovation. Addressing the root causes of youth unemployment and economic instability is essential not only for individual well-being but also for the country's development and stability. Ultimately, the plight of young people struggling to afford food in China highlights the urgent need for systemic reforms. This includes better alignment between educational outcomes and labor market demands, as well as more robust social safety nets. As the world watches how China navigates this crisis, the solutions it implements could serve as a blueprint for other nations facing similar challenges. The struggles faced by China's youth in securing basic needs like food are part of a larger issue, the fragmentation of the country's labor market. While certain high-tech industries and sectors such as artificial intelligence and green energy thrive, they offer limited positions for entry-level workers. This leads many young job seekers to accept low-paying, part-time, or temporary jobs that fail to provide financial stability. Without consistent income, even those living in urban centers find it increasingly difficult to cover rent, utilities, and food costs, forcing some to rely on instant or low-cost meals as their primary source of sustenance.
Additionally, the rapid rise of the gig economy in China has created a new class of underemployed individuals. Jobs such as food delivery, ride-hailing, and freelancing may offer flexibility but come with inconsistent earnings and minimal benefits. Young people engaged in such work often lack the financial cushion to absorb rising living costs, leaving them vulnerable to food insecurity. For many, these jobs are no longer temporary stopgaps but have become long-term realities, highlighting systemic issues in the availability of stable, well-paying employment opportunities. A growing wealth gap in China also exacerbates the problem. While the upper middle class and wealthy segments of society continue to thrive, the economic disparity leaves lower-income youth in an increasingly precarious situation. Many young people from rural or less affluent families struggle to compete with their urban counterparts, who often have better access to education, networking opportunities, and family financial support. For those without these advantages, even affording 3 square meals a day can become a significant challenge. Mental health issues rising from economic instability are another pressing concern. Financial stress, particularly when linked to food insecurity, can have devastating psychological effects. Reports of young people experiencing anxiety, depression, and even burnout have surged, as they feel trapped in a cycle of underachievement and poverty. The stigma associated with admitting financial struggles or asking for help further compounds these issues, leaving many to silently endure their hardships. Despite the bleakness of the situation, grassroots movements have emerged to provide relief. Community kitchens, online fundraising campaigns, and volunteer-run food distribution programs are beginning to gain traction in urban areas. These initiatives often rely on donations and support from local businesses and individuals, creating a safety net for struggling youth. However, while these efforts are commendable, they are not a substitute for systemic solutions that address the root causes of unemployment and poverty. China's education system has also come under scrutiny for contributing to the issue. The intense focus on academic success and standardized testing has led to an overproduction of degree holders in fields with limited job prospects. Many graduates enter the job market with skills that do not align with employer needs, leaving them overqualified for blue-collar jobs but underqualified for specialized roles. This disconnect has fueled frustration among young people, who feel their years of hard work and school have not translated into financial security or upward mobility.
The rural-urban divide adds another layer of complexity to youth struggles. In rural areas, opportunities are even scarcer, leading to a phenomenon where young people migrate to cities in search of better prospects, only to find themselves unable to afford the higher cost of living. The result is a growing population of floating youth who lack a stable home, job, or support network, further deepening their economic vulnerability and increasing their risk of food insecurity. Looking ahead, solving these challenges will require bold and multifaceted approaches. China's leadership must balance short-term relief efforts, such as expanding food assistance programs, with long-term strategies aimed at reforming the labor market, reducing regional disparities, and fostering inclusive economic growth. By investing in policies that address both unemployment and the rising cost of living, China can offer its youth a pathway out of poverty and food insecurity, ensuring a brighter and more equitable future for the next generation.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to smash that subscribe, like, and notification bell for more global finance uncovered.